Arnold Giselle. So, si Arnold Giselle, usa ni siya clinical psychologist and a pediatrician. So, when we see clinical psychologist, is the one who provide clinical or counseling services, assist and treat mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. And a pediatrician is a medical practitioner specializing in children and their diseases. And it focuses on the health of infant, children, adolescents, and young adults. So in other words, Arnold Giselle focus on mental health issues and especially the health of infants, children, adolescents, and young adults. He developed a theory of child development based on his observations of children who followed both normal and exceptional patterns of behavior. And then, he disagreed with George who suggested that development was solely down to environmental factors. If a child experienced delayed development, that according to Giselle would be due to heredity. So, when we say heredity, heredity is the passing on of physical or mental characteristics genetically from one generation to another. So, based sa akong masabtan is, if kaliwat ka og na breast cancer, based sa inyong family history, then there is a possibility na magkasakit pud ka og cancer. And then in addition, heredity means the transmission of traits from one generation to the next. So, katong nga traits is pretty physical, like color sa mata. And then, also, another one is blood type or a disease. Just like what I've said earlier, if kalatog na cancer sa tulad din na ay possibility nga mag-cancer ka. And then, pwede po behavioral. Like, if ulawon imong mama or saban imong papa, then there is a possibility nga maliwat po ka. It's either ulawon ka or sabaan. And then, a child should only be taught to complete tasks when they are physically and mentally ready to do so. So, if you are teaching a child that is not that is advanced of their development age, would do them more harm. And then, key principles of Giselle's maturation theory. Child's growth and development are influenced by both their environment and genes, but it largely investigated the children's physiological development. The process by which development is governed by intrinsic factors, principally the gene, is called maturation. So, when we see physiological development, it talks about your physical development. So, kung unsay nakita na to nga development sa itong lawas, is mo na siya physiological development ka na makita. And then, like for example, is para sa mga bayi. So, the breast and the hips of a girl grows and wider. And while the boys is their Adam's apple and so on. So, that development is called physiological development. And in the process of that development na governs intrinsic factors, principally the genes, is gitawag og maturation. So when we see intrinsic factors, an example niya is atong age, height, body weight, and so on. Children develop through similar and predictable sequences. However, Giselle noticed that they did so at their own pace and suggested this development starts to occur before the child's birth. So, ang pag-develop is nakasequence. So, it means nakasunod-sunod. And then, na-notice po ni Giselle nga ang pag-develop sa usa ka bata is magsugod na siya before the child's birth. When we say before the child's birth is wala pa na anak bata. So, it means napapasasulod sa tiyan. So, the pace that the embryo develops through the sequence is influenced by internal factors such as physical and mental development and genetics. The concept of maturation. An embryo's heart is always the first organ to develop in the central nervous system, the brain, and spinal cord, followed by the peripheral organs. After birth, babies first can control over their lips and tongues, then their eye movements, followed by control over the neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, legs, and feet. So, it means nga ang una jud nga ma-develop sa usa ka bata samtang na pa siya sa in embryo pa siya is iha yung heart. Pagsunod sa heart is mo pag human develop sa heart is musunod na ang brain or ang central nervous system, which is composed of your brain and spinal cord. And then after the brain and the spinal cord, mapaldayon ang peripheral organs. O, when we say peripheral organs, is one na siya itong ear, eyes, and stomach, and so on. And then, dili pwede nga maguna ang brain, si heart. So, it should be the heart first before the brain. Cephalocodal head to foot train in both prenatal and postnatal development. And mature states that while the child's social and cultural environments also play a role in their development, these socializing forces are most effective when they are harmonious with the inner maturational timetable. So, cephalocodal development, it means head to toe. So, it refers to the general pattern of development seen in the earliest years of postnatal development, significantly ranging from infancy and to toddlerhood. So, kana makita ni mga development sa postnatal or infancy paingon sa toddlerhood nga gikan sa ulo, paingon sa tiil, gitawag na siya og cephalocodal development. Example, isang pagdako sa ulo sa kabata. Pag anak sa kabata is gabay pa na siya ulo. And then, pag pag mahangin na is mo dako na ang ulo sa bata doon. So, that example is called cephalocodal development. Study patterns. Giselle determined that growth is best measured not quantitatively but in patterns. So, pattern can be anything that has a definite shape or form such as an eye blink. Giselle looked for patterns in the process by which actions become organized. So, for example, the steps in the development of eye-hand coordination. So Giselle determined nga ang pagtubos sa kabata is naka-patterns. And in katong pattern, example ato isang eye blink sa kabata ug ang steps sa ilahang development between eye and hand coordination. So therefore, a theoretical model of motor development that integrates elements from each plus the dynamic systems and behaviors setting perspective be put forth in order that we may describe and explain this important aspect of human development. So, reciprocal interweaving. So, Giselle created the term reciprocal interweaving to describe ang kuana niya is to describe the process in which two opposite tendencies gradually reach an effective balance. So example is when a child is developing a preference for handedness, he or she uses first one hand and in the other and eventually ends up with preferred pattern of hand use. So example lang is ang paggamit sa kamot sa kabata. Ang una pa na niyang magamit is ang una pa niyang kamot is either ang wala or ang tuo. So like for example lang is ang wala. And then pag magamit na niya ang wala, musunod na ito ay ang paggamit sa tuo. Hangtod, moabot ang time nga mabalance ito niyang duwa niya kakamot o magamit na niya. Next is he also applied the concept of reciprocal interweaving to the development of the personality. So Giselle asserted that, like motor behaviors, personality also develops as a back and forth pull between two opposite poles. So example is a child going through a cycle of introverted and extroverted tendencies, so beginning at age 3 until the two tendencies become integrated and balanced. So gi-apply ni Giselle ang concept sa reciprocal interweaving sa development sa personality sa kabata. So, pareho sa motor behaviors, ang personality po siya fourth pole between two opposite poles. So, like for example lang is, if you are introverted and extroverted, what is introverted is you prepared alone or gusto mo ginasara or ulawon, and then extroverted is prefer niya ang makipag-socialize. So, maabot ang time nga mabalance sa mo yung pagkaulawon and at the same time yung pagka sociable or sabaan. That's all. Thank you.